This is the reflective process. I'd like to cover a little bit of material here to kind of give you what my expectations for the reflective process of this course. If you'll look at the very first page under this heading here where it says reflections, especially pay attention to the very last 4 sentences in the paragraph. Let me bring my pointer back up. But in these last 3 or 4 sentences, let me read them to you. Writing reflections requires the ability to identify the topic or the thesis statement of the article. Stay within the parameter of the thesis statement. The reflection should not contain your opinions or broad statements that are out of context. Generalized or rhetorical statements should also be avoided. Please pay particular attention to the very last sentence. The reason why I say that is because I have a lot of students that kind of give a blanket rhetorical statement in a reflection that kind of summarizes everything, and they use the same rhetorical statement in every reflection throughout all 10 articles, if that makes any sense. But they attempt to do that, and it's please avoid that as much as you possibly can. The reflective process is, and if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see that this is where the article reflective document is located. Let me bring my pointer back up. But if you bring up the article reflective review, you can see that I say briefly describe the theme of the article. And this is for me so that I understand where you're coming from in the article without having to go back and look at the article. So just 1 or 2 sentences, 3 sentences at the most here in this particular section. List the positives of the article. And what I mean there is, find a couple of positive within the article that you see that are positive. And then you can list 1 or 2 negatives of the article. And then a brief conclusion as to what you think you might have learned. This can also be done 1, 2, 3 sentences at the most. But please use this as a guideline even on the web discussion board. Let me go back to that one and you can see what I'm talking about. The reason why I do the article reflection document is because I also use something called the Harkness Seminar. And what that does is it gives, I'm a brain-based learner, and I believe that in the haptics of writing. What that does is it improves the learning process for students. So if you want to read a little bit more about this, go to one of these links. Go to one of these links like here, and I have a lot of information here, but we will not be using these for this particular course if it's because it's of the online nature of the course. But that's the other type of reflective process that I'm going to use for this particular course is you need to go to your Moodle site. And I should have given you access to your Moodle site, but to get to it, the link should be EDUC 216/515. And in this particular case, I have SU15 at the end of it, telling me that it's the summer of 2015. But this is an actual example of the page that what you should be looking at when you attempt to participate in an online forum for each of the articles. Again, I have the article reflection document here for your reference. I may at the very top of the page, again right here is the article reflection document. I'm losing my pointer for some reason. But you can, at the very top of the page, I may give you a little bit of information that's current about what's going on for the particular course, or if I've made a mistake and I need to clarify my mistake, which happens quite a bit. But this is an example of the link. It's an active document. But you need to have access to the internet on your computer or your touchpad or whatever you're using to complete this article process. But this is the teacher an online article about teacher tabletop movie making. It's kind of relevant to what we're doing because that's one of the assignments also is to actually generate or create a movie about tabletop movie making or using tabletop movie making. But this is a link to the article. You can see that I go all the way down. There's 10 articles here. And even down to the last one, do cell phones belong in the classroom? And this is the last article. And you can see that it's also very short, 3 pages, but the picture takes up most of the first page. So let me close this one out and scroll back up to the top again, and let me bring up my pointer. The checklist is here. As you progress throughout completing these article reflections, you can see that this bar will continue to fill up with green until you get to the end and show completion. To get to the actual forum for after you read the article, click on the Reflection 1 forum. You can see that I already have 2 people responded to this particular article. And all you would do to get here, let me kind of give you an example. Here's he labeled it as tabletop movie making, which is fine. But you can see that it's not long. This is perfect. He's going to receive full credit for completing this particular article. It's perfect. I'm not looking for... I like difference, though. I don't want to see total repetition of responses, but that's okay. I mean, I understand that articles are very short in nature, but creativity makes it awful fun to read for me, anyway. But here's an example of a response, an article response that received 100% of the credit. Let me go back and show you how you would actually add a new discussion topic. You would click on this link. Oop, let me go back. Let me start again because I lost my pointer again. Right here where you would add a new discussion topic. Oh, and by the way, please read some of these articles to give you ideas that you may have want to discuss further, or try to bring out points, highlights of some of the discussions that they would like to do. And the way you would do that, if you want to reply, you can also reply here to kind of move the article along. If there's something that you see that's really important, you can actually reply to the document, such as this. And this is where you would put the information. But let me go back, and I think I'm showing you how to actually add a new discussion. This is the click on that, and then type in like tabletop movie making. Oop. I have to be a perfectionist sometimes, drives me crazy. And then you would start typing in the message here, your reflection process here. And when you get finished, here's something that's kind of important. You can request that it send you an email copy of the post or not. And then when you get finished, please don't forget to post to forum, because a lot of people will complete this and fail to post to forum, and then they kind of wonder where their document is. It might also be a good thing to, generally what I do when I discuss in forums, I'll bring up a Microsoft Word document and I'll type it because it's quicker. Even though this does have spell check and everything that you need, to be able to just copy and paste and get through it is can make things go much more quickly for you. But this is a simple kind of overview of the reflective process. I'm looking for you to complete, in this particular case, there are 10 reflections for the course, and submit them and receive your credit. Thank you very much.